The purpose of this video is to allow you to import the required template. The purpose of it is to have consistency across all courses so that students can find their information in the same location. For example, if you look at my dashboard here, these three courses have the template imported. This one does not. You can tell by the Mundelein High School logo right there. So I want to import the required template. You come over here to Commons on the left. When this page loads, you want to search for the template. One way of doing that is by searching for a unique word. So Mundelein would be a good way to go, or Serby, as in Catherine Serby, since she uploaded the template. But I'm going to type in Mundelein. When it comes up, you want to select this template here. It gives you a preview of the template. And you come over here to the right and click Import/Download. Now, you can import it for all your classes. I have my Growing with Canvas course here, so I don't want to import it for that one. So I don't want to click the All button. It might be easy just to click the All button and then deselect the Growing with Canvas course. Now, I already have the template imported in to some of my classes, so I'm not going to select all of them, but you can leave all of them besides the Growing with Canvas course. Click Import into Course. The message says you have successfully started the import. It might take a while to see your changes. So let's go over to the dashboard to see if it has been imported. If you look at your course and there's just a color on your course card right here, that means the import is not complete. You want to have the Mundelein logo right there. So if you click the Reload button, over time you will see the template show up in the background here, the logo. So pause the video if it is still waiting to upload, but click this button here a few times every 10, 15, 20 seconds to see if it displays. Once you have that in, let's go ahead and open up the course. There's a few things that you have to do. So you can edit this by clicking on the Edit button. Some things are obvious. You can put in your course title right there, the name of your course. This text can all be replaced. So we want to have some consistency, but you can give whatever kind of information you need to, because this is your course homepage. What you don't want to do is put too much text where it pushes the buttons all the way down the page. So keep that in mind, because we want these buttons to be visible to students and parents. So I'm not going to spend the time doing this edit, but this is something you can do, and you can use these editing tools up here to edit the page. Pause the video if you want to do that, or we can move forward, which is what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to save this as though I did something. And then if you look at the bottom here, there's a couple of pages that we need to take a look at here. So learning modules, weekly agenda, syllabus, about your teacher, and question board are all linked up, but you have to provide some content for a few of these. Let's start with about your teacher. So click on that link. Come over here to the Edit button, click it, and then you can edit this up. It's probably not a priority for you if you're rushing to get in content, but you can provide some information, use the editing tools here. And when you have that done, you can click the Save button. So that's a page that needs to be edited. If I click back on the Home link right there and get back to my template page, Another thing that will have to be edited would be the syllabus page. If you click on syllabus, you're going to edit this page, and there's a separate video on how to do the syllabus. There's several options for doing the syllabus. So watch that video or come in for training if you need to do that. I'm going to click the back button or click back on home. Learning modules, that's where your lessons will be, and that will automatically direct to where you create your learning modules. But weekly agenda is what we want to spend the rest of the time in this video on. If I click weekly agenda, you get some template information. If I click the edit button, you see a bunch of text here, and you can just wipe out this text. So I'm going to swipe over it, press backspace or delete, get rid of that, and then I could put in my weekly agenda, and this agenda needs to be cumulative over time. Meaning, if we're in the following week or second week of school, the first week agenda needs to be visible as well. So one way of doing that is by simply using a table. First I can type some text, week of, oops, not typing very well, August 17, for example. Press enter. Then you can click on this table button, insert a table, perhaps a 2-column table, maybe a day for each, a row for each day of the week, for example. So you click that. For example, I've typed in the date. Now I can click over here and put in what I want to have happen on that day. What is the agenda for the day? If I have a lesson page, I can click over here to pages, and a lot of your modules will be set up as pages. So I can click and select a page, for example. These are just like the template pages. I can press enter, and then if I want students to do a particular assignment, I can click on assignments and select an assignment. And there's some other things over here that can be put in as well. Discussions, modules, whatever you prefer. So there's a variety of ways of doing these kinds of things. And of course I can put in the next day and follow the same format, but I want this to be cumulative. So this is just one way of creating your agenda. There's another way. For example, if you are a Google user, I can insert a Google slideshow. So if you have a class and you have your lesson plans in a, for example, a slideshow, you can select it and then click embed. And if you do it this way, the slideshow should be set up so the latest information, the latest agenda, is at the beginning of the Google slideshow. Now, this is probably very undetailed, and you should probably have some more details with this. The challenge behind doing it this way is that it's harder to link things up directly to the parts of Canvas, so keep that in mind. Similarly, if you don't use a Google slideshow, you can put in a Google Doc that has your daily agenda in it, and you do it much the same way by clicking that button there, which isn't visible, and then sharing that Google Doc and embedding it inside here. So it is up to you. There's some pros and cons of doing it in different ways. So that's something to keep in mind. Of course, once you get that done, you would click the Save button. So those are some of the pages that you have to edit after you import the template. Be sure to reach out if you have questions.